Bienvenidos a Spanish by Andreca.
Alright, so today guys, we're going to be doing Trabalenguas. And I have two guests with me today. We have
Rushane
and
Ignacio.
Alright, so Trabalenguas. We're just going to start into it. So basically what we'll be doing is a game. So each person gets to say each Trabalengua 2 times. Hence, you get 2 points. So we're going to see. And then at the end, we'll see who have the most scores. Or the most what? The most points. And that will be the winner. So let's get started. Alright. We'll be monitoring the 2 persons who won't be saying the Trabalengua. We'll be monitoring from my laptop over there. Just to make sure that the person is pronouncing correctly. Alright, so let's go, Rushane. You have 2 tries.
Pablito clavó un clavito en la cabeza de un clavito. En la cabeza de un calvito, un clavo clavó Pablito.
Alright, so he had an error in the very first sentence. So he has one more try to redeem himself.
Pablito clavó un clavito en la cabeza de un calvito. En la cabeza de un calvito, un clavo clavó un clavito.
Oh my god! Almost. Like literally the second to last word. But I'm very sorry, Rushane. Very sorry. No points for
It's
you.
okay.
Okay, it's Ignacio's turn now. Observe, Rushane.
Pablito clavó un clavito en la cabeza de un calvito. En la cabeza de un calvito, un clavo clavó Pablito.
Oh my god, you got 1 point.
Okay.
Ignacio got 1 point. Alright, your second try.
Does he need to go again?
Pablito clavó un clavito en la cabeza de un calvito. En la cabeza de un calvito, un clavo clavó Pablito.
Oh my god. Alright, 2 points for Ignacio.
Okay.
Jesus, I feel the heat. Alright, so it's my turn now.
Andreca.
Pablito clavó. Oh my god. So I just screwed up my first try right
Yes,
here.
you just did.
Oh my god, relax, girl, relax. Alright. Pablito clavó un clavito en la cabeza de un calvito. En la cabeza de un calvito, un clavo clavó Pablito. Did I mess up the word or not? Did I get the point?
I think you missed the accent.
On which
Your
one?
clavo and clavo was the same, so I'm not sure.
What say you?
The
I have to
native.
judge.
Yo creo que estuvo bien. Creo que estuvo bien.
Okay, he thinks it was
Okay.
good. Okay, so I get 1 point.
Alright.
Alright, so that's the first Trabalengua. On to the second one.
Oh my god, this seems long. 3 tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, 2 tigres, 3 tigres trigaban en un trigal. ¿Cuál tigre? Okay, I'm going to go again with my second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remember that the laptop has it there, so watch it.
3 tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, 2 tigres, 3 tigres trigaban en un trigal. ¿Cuál tigre trigaba más? Todos trigaban igual.
I don't think we should like penalize him for the one word because it was like me a while
Give me a
ago.
point.
So
please.
Yeah.
he will get a point.
I was begging.
Alright.
3 tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, 2 tigres, 3 tigres trigaban en un trigal. ¿Cuál tigre trigaba más? Todos trigaban igual.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Next try.
Does he really
Good
need to-
God.
3 tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, 2 tigres, 3 tigres trigaban en un trigal. ¿Cuál tigre trigaba más? Todos trigaban igual. I said tigre.
Yeah. Alright, so he got 1 point.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, my turn. Ooh. Alright. 3 tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, 2 tigres, 3 tigres trigaban en un trigal. ¿Cuál tigre trigaba más? Todos trigaban igual. I think I messed up a
You
word
did,
though.
but I don't know
I think it
the
was.
first sentence.
Oh my god, alright. So second try. 3 tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, 2 tigres. Jesus God.
So no points for you because you need to go on to
0. Alright, fine. I'm doing so horrible. Alright, the third one.
Okay, let's just hope this is better.
I'll redeem myself.
El vino vino, por el vino no vino vino. El vino vino, vinagre.
Por. You say por el vino.
Instead of
pero
pero.
el vino.
But I have another chance, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Alright.
El vino vino, pero el vino vino. Oh, okay.
No.
I messed up. I
Yeah.
messed up.
El vino vino, pero el vino no vino vino. El vino vino vinagre.
Next try.
El vino vino, pero el vino no vino vino. El vino vino vinagre.
Not for sure. Alright. El vino vino, pero el vino no vino vino. El vino vino vinagre.
I thought I would have made it, but I just didn't.
Alright, my next try. Oh, I have 1 point.
And then
Ignacio
it's so
got 2
short.
points. Alright,
But-
my next try. El vino vino, pero el vino no vino vino. El vino vino vinagre. Ta-da,
Oh.
ta-da, ta-da.
I guess I'm just a bit blind.
I'm redeeming myself. Alright, the fourth, second to last.
Okay.
Second to last one.
Como poco coco como. Poco coco compro. Again?
Is it that, did it sound wrong in terms of the compro? Because it might sound like compro or compro. And it's your compro in that case.
Compro.
Compro. How did it sound?
I think it's fine like that.
Okay. I say that's a point. Next try, Rushane.
Como poco coco como. Poco coco compro. Finalmente.
Alright.
Ok. Como poco coco como, poco coco compro.
What?
What?
Could you go again? Because I'm sure I heard something.
Like on this, you have your como, but just ignore the
Okay.
because on this is como. It's not.
Okay.
But
Go again,
did,
please.
was that correct though? Or
I'm not sure. It was
I'm
so
not
I think it
sure.
was.
And then the breakdown
Yeah, right.
was just so good.
Alright, fine. We'll scrap it and we'll start over.
Ok.
So there are 2 tries.
Okay, good.
Como poco coco como, poco coco compro.
Alright, 1 point.
Como poco coco como, poco coco compro.
Okay,
Okay.
2 points.
Ajá.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
But
This one is really messed up. I don't think. Alright. Como poco coco como, poco coco compro. 1 point, right? Como poco coco como, poco coco compro. 2 points for me.
Vale.
Okay. This is the last one. Rushane, you have to redeem yourself.
I think this is super hard. Oh my god. Okay. R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril.
Oh my
Al
God. Oh my
Ferrocarril.
God. Ooh.
Ugh.
I don't even know how to judge that one because you put a whole different word instead of del. You said al. What should we do?
Al?
Oh, no,
es-
but she
es-
have
es
al.
Oh, okay. So on this, just to verify, on this there is al, but I had del on my laptop, so he
Different
gets it.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll work with al
Okay.
since Rushane
Okay,
started.
so I
So he
got
got
1
1
point.
point.
Okay. Okay. My final attempt.
Yes.
Okay. R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril.
Ah,
Okay, good.
very
Praise
well,
God.
very well. These are the last moments.
R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros, cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril.
You messed up.
Yeah.
He messed up.
Cargados.
Cargados.
yeah.
Cargo this. Alright, so no point for you. One more try.
Ok.
Okay.
R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 point. And this is my last attempt before we see who is the winner.
Okay. What do you
Alright.
do?
R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril. 1 point for me.
Yeah.
self-judging.
Yeah.
Alright, last try. Last try. R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros, cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril.
Okay.
Okay.
We all know who's the winner, though.
Alright, so let's count
Ah,
up the
tell me the
points. So Rushane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 points. Ignacio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Okay.
8 points. And me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Felicidades.
So,
Chachi.
Ignacio is the winner. Let's
Okay.
give him a hand. Let's give him a hand. Let's give him a hand. And I'm in second place. Give me a hand. Give me a hand.
Oh yeah, third place for me.
Alright. So that's Trabalenguas from us, guys. Ciao.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Okay guys, so for this aspect of the video, I'll highlight how trabalenguas are very important with improving the speaking skills of students, la destreza, expresión oral, right? So it's very important, and I've found that it really enhances the pronunciation of letters, sounds, basically when speaking. So it's very good for oral expression. It's very good for improving that aspect of Spanish, especially when it's a meta language, when it's a language, a target language that a student is trying to learning Spanish as a second language. And so using these trabalenguas, I believe that it would help you guys at home to identify the areas that you need to be able to overcome, basically. So for example, we're going to just do a bit of a practice right now for you guys, especially because the previous video is just to show you the issues that natives and non-natives can have when using trabalenguas to improve their Spanish, their fluidity, their pronunciation, and all of that. So we're going to practice with the first one, and I've added 2 additional ones for you guys to do some individual practice as well. The more the merrier. So we're going to practice a bit before I end this video officially. Okay, the first one. Pablito clavó un clavito en la cabeza de un calvito. En la cabeza de un calvito, un clavo clavó Pablito. Alright, so notice there are a few things to point out. You have clavo, that has the accent. And you have clavo, okay? These are the things that trabalenguas help you to improve, right? Also, words such as clavito versus calvito. They're so close, but yet still they have different meanings. They're 2 different words. So these things help to let the student really focus on what they're saying, what they're reading, okay? So you see the importance of trabalenguas in the case of words such as these. Let's move on to the second one now. El vino vino, pero el vino no vino vino. El vino vino vinagre. Notice what I just did with that trabalengua. I started saying el vino vino, and then I said pero el vino no vino vino. I used 2 types of pronunciation for the V in that case, right? Because it's just a matter of pointing out to you guys how you can pronounce V. You can pronounce it as V or B. But in the case of Latin America, they pronounce it as V. But in Spain, they pronounce it as a B, B. So you have an option to work with either one that you would like to use. This trabalengua, in my opinion, is really and truly to help with how fast you can speak right here. It's a good way to practice fluidity as well, especially because it's focusing on one letter for the most part and the idea of what the sentence is saying, right? A good way to practice your fluidity, basically. El vino vino, pero el vino no vino vino. El vino vino vinagre. Sometimes, and most times, persons use trabalenguas as a means of like testing how fast they can speak in Spanish. It's not always the case, and it's not always the most important thing, because sometimes you have to focus on what you're actually saying. Focus on your pronunciation skills of specific letters and sounds. But this one is a prime example of just rapid speaking, in my opinion. The third trabalengua, Tres Tristes Tigres. This one, I believe, is one of the most popular trabalenguas for Spanish. And it has a variety of sounds. Personally, for me, it's very useful to practice. So we have tre and tri. Those are the two main sounds that persons tend to confuse when they're saying this trabalengua. And that's where it becomes technical. And so with this, you get to pronounce these specific sounds in other words when you see them and you don't confuse them. So let's do a complete run through with it now. Tres tristes tigres triscaban trigo en un trigal. Un tigre, dos tigres, tres tigres trigaban en un trigal. ¿Cuál tigre trigaba más? Todos trigaban igual. La cuarta trabalengua, the fourth tongue twister. Como poco coco como, poco coco compro. So basically for this one you have to pay keen attention to the first letter and the rest of the word. So notice that the O is in the second position and the last position of each word. So this one really pushes you to be focused and to pronounce correctly as well. The fifth trabalengua. This one is also very popular and it's always very interesting to hear persons do it because this one really focuses on double R and a single R. Let's give it a try. R con R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros, cargados de azúcar al ferrocarril. Most times, a lot of Spanish students, they find it hard to pronounce the double R, which is like a trill to basically, as we would say, roll your R. It just takes a bit of practice, or for some persons, a lot of practice until you get it. So just practice, practice, practice. El tomatero matute mató al matutero mota, porque mota el matutero tomó de su tomatera un tomate. Por eso, por un tomate, mató el tomatero matute al matutero mota. Cuando cuentes cuentos, cuenta cuántos cuentos cuentas, porque si no cuentas cuántos cuentos cuentas, nunca sabrás cuántos cuentos sabes contar.